Hey guys, to our tutorial series on Avid Media Composer. Now this is a wonderful software to do your day-to-day editing with. Now this is the software of choice for professionals worldwide, and it's mostly used in very high-end studios. So if you are doing tutorial on Avid, it means you have already got exposed to the concept of nonlinear editing. Now in case you're new, we will try to do it from scratch only so that you understand how to do the editing. Okay, so as I explained in the last tutorial that editing, whenever you're editing with a software, it means there are three stages, rather four stages of work we are looking at. One is the basic editing, video editing, where you are joining the shots, arranging the shots, and where we are doing basic effects like fade in, fade out, dissolve, wipes, etc. between the shots. And the second part is basically working with the audio, that is designing the audio, layering the audio, doing the audio track properly. The third part is compositing, where you are actually creating nice creative outputs with the help of 2-3 video layers, and you're creating boxes, you're morphing things. So there are some basic compositing things that you can do. You can incorporating graphical elements inside your video like text and images, etc. And the fourth part that is important in editing is obviously the color correction. And what is important to be noted out here is Avid Media Composer gives you very strong and powerful color correction interface. And here color correction is not effect based, but it is more or less node based. Okay, so this gives you a basic overview of Avid Media Composer. Now let's go ahead and let's learn how to work with it. Now once you have come to the interface, you have seen once you have logged into the interface, you will see that the first thing that you might want to basically encounter is basically you'll be given project interface options to work with. Okay, so let us just close this project and let me go back to the initial interface. Okay, so once you are opening Avid workflow, or once you are opening the Avid, this is what you are going to get. Okay, now this is the computer user, and that is this user denotes the main administrator of the user. Rather the person whose login ID has been used to log into this computer. This user profile is very specific to Avid. Okay, so if you are logged in as say Ronald Samuel, you will be seeing Ronald Samuel out here, and here user profile might be different. So these two things are different. So this user is the computer user, and this user profile is basically the person who's using the Avid. So what I'm trying to tell you guys out here is you can have a single computer user, but you might have multiple Avid users, okay, using the same user ID in the computer. So this is different. So you can create a new user profile like this, okay, and say create it like calling it sample, and we will get a sample editor. Okay, now so you can switch in between all these users, and as you are switching in between users, you are seeing the projects are all available. Okay, there is a reason for this, that there's a reason for why all the projects are actually available to you. It is so because it's in the external drive, that is it is in a place, pre-designated place, which I have said this is where the project is going to be, it is in this particular drive. So this is for the external. Now when you have a project in the shared folder, this will also be available to various editors who will be using Avid. But if you save it under private, okay, so this is the place where individual project files will be stored. Okay, so any other users will not be able to log in here and place it there. Okay, now remember that. So once if you choose these, this will go into your C drive. This will be going to into your shared folder of C drive, so all users of this particular computer can use it. This is only usernames of this username can log into this computer and use the project files, and external drive is where all users can access irrespective which login ID they are using. Okay, so if you are creating a new project, you will be given a couple of options. Okay, so let's have a look at it. You can obviously give a name out here, like say you can call it sample project. So this is just the name. The basic important things that you have to finalize here is here. That is, you are going to decide the project resolution, whether you are going to work with Ultra HD, whether you are going to work with 2K footage. Okay, and each option for 2K, you will see there are many frame rates that are available, so you can select the resolution from here and can select the frame rate from here. Okay, these are the ones in UHD. These are the ones you are getting alongside your frame rates. In 2K you will get your frame rates here and the dimensions here. In 4K again it's the same thing. You will get your various dimensions here and the various frame rates here. And coming back to the basic HD edits, these are going to be your frame rate and resolution. Again, this is another version of HD. This is the 720. These are your frame rate. If you are working with NTSC, this is going to be your NTSC frame rate with certain specific NTSC guidelines. If you're working with PAL, you will get 24p, 25p, 25i PAL with the basic PAL dimensions, but I presume you will be working mostly in the HD, 4K, HD and 2K range, or 4K range, or maybe Ultra HD. Okay, Ultra HD can, I think, is something around 8,000.